years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back or look ahead and say, we got it right. We did good.
And a welcome to you inside Carver Arena here in downtown Peoria. And today it's the MVC versus the AEC as the Bradley Braves welcome in the Maine Black Bears. Good afternoon, everybody. With Matt McLean, I am Brian Beto. And Matt, the Braves, as expected, still a little bit of a work in progress, as expected with all those different newcomers coming in for Bradley this year. But just like on Thanksgiving Day, sometimes you just need a little home cooking, and the Braves are at Carver for 3 in a row starting today.
Yeah, great opportunity for Bradley to kind of get a little bit more momentum under their feet. This is both teams, Bradley and Maine, kind of struggling so far early in the season. So nice opportunity for both these teams to come out and get something rolling here as, hey, December's right around the corner.
When we highlight both of these groups, you can really pick a slew of guys from either side, but who we highlighting for both teams? Yeah,
from Maine, we got to start with Vukasin Masic, you know, a 6'5" sophomore guard from Serbia. He shoots the lights out from behind the arc. He's shooting 50% from three-point land so far this season, averaging 9 points per game. So they're going to need a big performance from him tonight. Also for Bradley then, you got to look at Terry Roberts and what he was able to do at the Paradise Jam the last 3 games. Absolutely shot the lights out for the Braves, led him in scoring in almost every single one of those games. He's leading the Bradley with 15 points per game this season, so Bradley's kind of been going with him. He's also distributing the ball at a high rate, 4 assists per game. Look for big things from Terry Roberts this afternoon.
All right, Matt, we're about ready to get started. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Maine Black Bears, who come in at 2-3 this season, most recently off a loss against Central Connecticut State. You just heard Matt talk about Vukasin Masic. A couple of sophomores, couple of juniors, and a freshman rounded out for the Black Bears. On the other end for Bradley, Matt, a pretty similar look. We've had some minor tweaks throughout the first 6 games, but a pretty consistent look here for Brian Wardle's group.
Yeah, for the second game in a row, we got the same starting lineup with Terry Roberts, the guy we highlighted at the top of the show, Malvi Leon, Shashawn Henry, Vile Tavanainen, Rink Mass. This is the starting 5 that the Braves want to get some continuity under, and good opportunity tonight with a brand new game against Maine.
The third ever matchup between these two programs is underway as the Black Bears control the tip. Again, Maine, as I said, right out of the top, out of the AEC, the America East Conference. And they'll post up early. That's Adetogun. Finger roll off the glass is good.
Klanšček getting to the rim, yeah.
Max Klanšček, the junior out of Slovenia, who began his career at UMKC, spent last year at Salt Lake Community College, gets the first points of the game. Tussle forward on the floor. Maine comes away with it.
Yeah, that was the Black Bears just wanting it. Had multiple players on the loose ball there on the ground. Good hustle to get another opportunity here.
Maine, a team that most of their 4 of their 5 games have been decidedly, if that's a word. They've been blowouts on one side or the other. Losses against Virginia Tech and Colorado, a team Bradley could have actually run into at the Paradise Jam. A couple of wins as well, and then most recently the aforementioned loss against Central Connecticut State, as there's a whistle away from the ball as Henry went crashing to the floor.
Yeah, kind of a similar makeup for both of these teams through 5-6 games. Neither team has a win over a Division I opponent yet this year. So, hey, today one of those teams is going to get a win, put their season hopefully in the right direction. And, Bradley hoping that they can get off the schneid here. But a couple of sloppy early offensive possessions here so far for the Braves.
Yeah, the Braves winless at St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, but all 3 of those games were within 1 possession in the final minute. Just couldn't find a way to close those particular battles as Roberts throws one short hop towards Tavanainen, who got a hand on it first, and it's going to be an over the back on the Braves.
Yeah, 90 seconds into the game, already 2 turnovers for Bradley. That's one of the spots that they want to try to clean up coming back from the Paradise Jam. Brian Wardle can't be happy with that. No shot attempts so far even for the Braves.
So goes by Fofo Adetogun, the sophomore out of Regina, Saskatchewan. And we looked it up beforehand. It's about, what is it, 162 miles from Saskatoon,
yeah.
Saskatchewan, where Deshaun Henry resides from.
Or, you know, for our Canadian watchers.
Yeah,
I know Maine's got 4 Canadians on their team. That's 261 kilometers as well. So there you go.
Look at that translation. I'm impressed. Leons gets fouled on his way up. He took off from deep. And probably a pretty good foul by Maine to prevent the easy 2.
Definitely, Brian. Love that aggression there from Leons. Just sees the lane wide open, goes in, tries to flush it down, can't get it to go, but the contact, he gets 2 free throws for this effort right here.
Leons double figures in 3 of his last 5 games. Again, the NJCAA D1 Men's Basketball Player of the Year. He was the Male Athlete of the Year at Mineral Area College. He makes the first. Out 11 of 15 from the line this year. Again, Bradley's 1 win so far this year came against Missouri S&T here at Carver. 1-1 at home to begin the year. But as we said, 3 straight. Longest homestand of the year coming up for Bradley here at Carver. They'll take on Northern Iowa in a rare early December conference matchup. That's on Wednesday night, and then we'll have SIUE here next Saturday as well.
And see Bradley come out with a little full court pressure here defensively. Throw a little bit of a different look at Maine here early on. Great defensive possession thus far for the Braves.
And that continues. Active hands by Bradley. Tavanainen gets a paw on it. It'll stay with Maine, 9 on the shot clock. Adetogun, who had an 11-point game against Maine Farmington, will get it in to Klanschek. 5 to shoot. Long 3 from Masic is down.
Yeah, and there's the guy we highlighted at the top of the show, Masic. He can really get it going early. Heck, that 3-ball puts him over 50% from behind the arc for the season. So really good start from Masic. He's got 5 of Maine's 7.
Mass traveled with it. Yeah, you mentioned Masic over 50% from 3. Maine as a group has struggled from the perimeter, came in shooting just 21% from deep. However, you could see why Masic, with that range, has the percentage he's at early on this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're Maine, you're shooting 21, 22% from the 3-point line. I mean, at some point, it's going to regress back to the mean and come back up, right? So you got to take those open shots when you have it. Masic being the catalyst, they want to get him going as much as possible tonight.
Ingo, who's averaging double figures, dumps it down low. Spinning baseline is Fearbergs, and they're going to get him for lowering the shoulder.
Yeah, really nice job there by Masic holding his ground. As nice little post move there, but lowers the shoulder into Masic, trying to create some separation going the other way there. Going to be Bradley basketball. And now Maine throwing a little bit of a token 3-quarter court pressure here, maybe drop back into a zone. Looks like maybe a little 3-2 zone here extended out. See if Bradley can get the ball in the middle. There you go.
They do, and they find Henry, who drives in baseline and 1.
Yeah, it's way too easy. Great job getting the ball in the middle of the zone. Once it gets there, the defense collapses, and Henry knows exactly what to do. Great pass down to him, takes the contact, and 1. Great job there, Deshaun Henry.
So Henry converts. It's now 7-4 in favor of Maine.
And we've talked so many times about how strong Deshaun Henry is. That's about as easy as it gets there for a guy the strength of Deshaun Henry down underneath there, and get an opportunity to bring this into a 2-point game with this free throw.
Coming off a double-double, double figures in 4 of his last 5 games. And he does convert on the old-fashioned 3-point play, and it's 7-5. Klanschek, good show by Henry. Give and go. Adetogun on the reverse, no good. Batted around. Henry comes up with it for Bradley, and he'll walk it up himself. And they're going to get him for a carry.
Yeah. That happened right in front of the referee, too. Not going to get away with that one, but yet again, another early turnover here for the Braves. So 2-point lead for Maine.
They're winless in 2 road contests to start the season. Preseason 9th of 10 in the AAC preseason poll. Stony Brook, the favorite in that league, at least according to the poll. Vermont, who's perennially near the top of that conference as well, predicted to be near the same too. We'll update you on action around the valley. I think I just made up a new word, Vaction.
There you go, I like it.
They say Maction? Why not Vaction? Around the valley today, some marquee matchups going on, including Bradley's next opponent, Northern Iowa, locked in a tough one at St. Bonaventure. Hickman for 3.
Yeah, really good look there, manufactured by Terry Roberts, getting deep. Hickman's defender kind of sags off him. Wide open shot from the corner. Hickman's been impressive the last 3 or 4 games too for Bradley, not able to get that one to go though.
Ireland nearly had it taken away, puts it on the floor, loses it again, and asked to travel. He was looking up the floor, nobody was looking at him, and it'll turn back over to the Black Bears when we come back. 15:47 remaining here in the first half. Bradley with a 2-point deficit.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room, where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, shop, save, and trade at Sam Lehman of Morton. We have a wide variety of Ram inventory in stock with more arriving daily. Plus, if you don't see what you want, we can order it for you. And with our month-long Black Friday sales event, you can start saving today with deals on our brand new 2021 Ram 1500s. Don't forget, if you have a trade, we are paying top dollar on all trades. So enjoy the power of Ram this Thanksgiving only at Sam Lehman of Morton.
Maine out to a 7-5 lead here on a Saturday afternoon in Peoria. Brian Vito and Matt McLean. As you get a look at the Bradley huddle, again, right in the middle, there's the 7th-year head coach, Brian Wardle. And his crew that has been around him pretty much actually they all have been here, or most of them throughout his entire tenure as well, looking to respond out of the timeout, and Bradley needs a good offensive possession. As we always say, Matt, the Braves seem to thrive in these out-of-timeout situations. See if they can get a good look out of that timeout.
Yeah, they do, absolutely. And for Bradley, I think the main thing right there is we got to start taking care of the basketball coming out of this break, just 4 minutes into the game. The Braves already have 5 turnovers, so take care of the basketball. Heck, get some more shots. They've only attempted 3 field goals, or 2 field goals rather, so let's see if they can get something going here on the defensive end.
Ireland with it, goes left side's got space, and look at the help by Montgomery, but it doesn't matter. It's cleaned up by Christian Fierbergs.
Yeah, Montgomery able to come over and get the block. Boya came over on the attempt too. Left his man, left a wide open layup.
Great look for Leons from the corner. He knocks down a 3. And Boya gets his hand in the passing lane, takes it away, looks up, finds Roberts. Didn't have numbers. Steps back, now goes back in. Pump fake, spins, and tried to go to Boya, who thought Roberts was going up with it, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, Bradley's really just got to slow down the pace of play here a little bit, kind of rushing things offensively. Howell's going to come in and get Roberts a breather. Howell's a guy that Brian Wardle really likes. He can take care of the basketball. Played really well at the Paradise Jam, became a little bit more aggressive offensively, looking to score the basketball too. We see Mikey Howell, number 5, check in here for his first stint.
Fierbergs, left wing 3 is way off the mark. That's LaShawn Duhart. Howell isolated on the right side. Now they'll set things up, and they'll swing it around. High flash from Boya, hands it back off to Montgomery, who gets hammered on his way up. Executed well on that sequence, and Montgomery will have 2 free throws.
Nice job by Montgomery, just kind of driving the crease there a little bit, gets his defender off balance. He draws the foul opportunity, and Nice lineup here for Bradley. I like this look. We got 4 newcomers in the game here for BU, trying to work on this chemistry, trying to find the right rotation of guys. Brian Wardle said before the game, we're going to work in 9, 10 different players throughout the course of this non-conference schedule to try to figure out the top rotation. Montgomery, a guy that Wardle's been impressed with so far this season.
Yeah, they've really liked the progress of the freshmen. And we talked a lot about the Braves' experience or lack thereof, and to quantify it for you, the Braves actually, when it comes to experience, 8th in the Valley, 228th nationally. Newcomers have accounted for almost 54% of their points, 40% of their rebounds, and over 70% of their assists. So thrust into some competition and being right in the thick of it right as they begin their Bradley careers.
And it's a little bit of a different situation too for Bradley. We think about the last 3 or 4 years when the Braves have had success. It's been senior-led teams, junior senior-led teams that have really gone out and had some quality leadership. They know what it's like in the Valley. And now this team, Bradley's got to try to find some of that and kind of manufacture their own, because, like you said, it is a big turnover in personnel this year.
Howell, top of the circle, gets the ball screen. He's run off the ball screen. Hickman, who's been very impressive as of late, gives to Leons.
Nice pass.
Left side, Montgomery steps into a 3. Good look on the find by Leons, but nothing doing.
There you go, knowing the personnel. This has got Leons on Masic. He knows the 3 ball's coming potentially, so good job sticking with him on the drive.
Masic at a toe gun. They're looking down low, and Howell read that one beautifully, like a safety in football. Finds Boya, who goes up, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, looked like Masic was trying to slide under, get a quick opportunity there for a charge. Kind of slid in late, going to be a block. All right, Boya getting the opportunity here as Howell kind of manufactured that for the Braves in the open court. Able to find Boya.
Boya, his last 2 games, had both games of 14 minutes, 6 points, 2 blocks.
Such a crucial player for Bradley and their identity. Last year, going back, Boya played in 9 games. The Braves were 6-3, and just tremendous on the defensive side of the floor. What he kind of brings on the defensive end, he is just tremendous in influencing shots. Weak side, being able to block shots, get rebounds, and just trying to keep him healthy. You mentioned playing only 14 minutes a game the last couple times out for Boya, but that's just because, I think if there weren't injury concerns with his previous history, he would be playing a lot more, but they're just trying to keep him fresh and healthy throughout the course of the season.
No question. Listed at 7'1". It's tied for the tallest Bradley player ever, along with Nate Wells a few years back, Brandon Heemskirk from the mid-2000s as well. And he's a tree underneath, and that's the second offensive foul the Braves front court has coaxed based on their positioning down low. This time it's Boya to turn it over.
Yeah, tremendous job there that we were just talking about, his defensive presence down there. He's going to get checked out here for the quick little breather, but Boya, great job holding his ground down there, drawing the offensive foul.
More of that pressure provided by Maine. Jason Kent into the ball game. Mast on the high flash. Turns and now finds space. Had it knocked away, and it's going to be off the foot of Mast. And it'll go back to the Black Bears.
Yeah, Mast right now struggling a little bit with confidence, but he had a wide open take to the lane there. Just failed to see it in time right away, and gave Maine an opportunity to come back and defensively kind of regroup there and get a hand on that off of Rink's foot.
Masic, who came over from Hofstra, is guarded by the versatile Henry. Matthias Prock, or beg your pardon, that's Peter Filippovity. Masic, right wing 3, is short. Howell read that one nicely off the rim, finds Jason Kent looking for Mast, couldn't get it to him on the angle. Now there's the high flash from Mast. And here comes the ball screen, Howell. They get the entry to Mast. Backing in, Kent, top of the circle, 3. Was a good look, kept alive by Henry, back to Kent, in and out.
Yeah, two really great looks for Kent there, not able to get it to go down, but that's the shot Bradley wants him to take. Just couldn't get out there, want him to fall.
Howell cuts off the dribble drive by Duhart.
Seen Bradley fronting a lot of these post entry looks too. Unable to get a ball into the post there on that one.
Reach and foul on Bradley. Just their second team foul. And that'll take us to break. 11:46 to go in the half. The Braves with a 1-point edge.
Jake from State Farm. If you here, this must be a State Farm commercial.
Sure is.
It also means it's about to go down.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Oh, I've been doing this for too many years. It means something about to go down. Oh no, here it comes. Jake, protect yourself!
Have a nice day. I told you, surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
Who are you talking to?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The difference between a good building and a great building is craftsmanship. It's about taking pride in the finished product. It's about being a professional. Unlike other construction companies, you work with Morton Building's craftsmen, from conception to completion. From the plant employees who roll the steel, to the company driver who delivers the materials to the construction crews. Every one of them are Morton employee owners who take pride in exceeding your expectations. Discover the Morton difference today at mortonbuildings.com.
A trip to Arch Madness in St. Louis isn't complete without visiting the NBC Fan Hangout. Arch Madness tips off March 3rd through 6th, and the NBC Fan Hangout at Ballpark Village is the best place to celebrate before and after games, featuring restaurants, entertainment, and all things Arch Madness. For more information, visit archmadness.com and click on Fan Hangout. Still got a few months to get there here as we nearly end the month of November. Still got a conference play coming up, the rest of non-conference play, but Arch Madness will be here before we know it. Again, Wednesday, Bradley will start conference play hosting Northern Iowa, and that's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss. So if you're in the area, come out over to Carver Arena, check out Bradley versus Northern Iowa, who right now is winning on the road at number 16, St. Bonaventure, quite handily, I think.
Yeah,
too, right,
well, actually, St. Bonaventure just made a nice little run, but UNI still has a 65-62 lead with about 9 minutes to play there at 16th ranked St. Bonaventure. And I mean, that just shows you the strength of the Valley. I mean, UNI's 1-3 to start the season, but giving a ranked opponent all they can handle on their home court. So the Valley still runs deep, as they say. Great defense here. It's going to be a shot clock.
They just get it away, and Filipovic gets it back and scores off the glass.
Yeah, great job there by Filipovic. Honestly, I didn't think they were going to get the shot off. As I exclaimed, it was going to be a violation, but just the second chance opportunity there for the Bears. Black Bears able to get it to go.
Roberts, Tavanainen on the floor. Had it wrestled away, and then it's called for a travel.
Yeah, really strong defense there by the Black Bears. You know, Ville trying to drive that seam, but just gets cut off and then gets his feet shuffled. Another turnover there for Brad. They really need to clean up and take care of the basketball on the offensive side of the floor.
Walking it up will be Masic. Had a 13-point game against Maine Fort Kent, and one of the Black Bears' 2 wins to begin the season. Filipovic up for Nenadic. Off the ball screen, curling with it, and being off right is Duhart. Leon's the board for Bradley, who's had a good first 10 minutes. Nass to set things up, step back, pump fake. Henry Drives right, goes up, can't quite get it to go. Punched out by Mast, but tracked down by Duhart.
Strong take there by Henry, just kind of drawing the contact off glass. Just missed it. And, Maine looking to draw off this lead now. A couple of nice, impressive offensive possessions back-to-back times down the floor.
Whistle on the drive is going to be called on Mast, I believe. Hickman's going to come in. It's going to be on Leon, I beg your pardon. That's just his first. Leon's leading the Braves with 5 points. Masic with 5 on the other end for Maine. Defensive battle so far, and that's what you come to expect. Bradley holding opponents to 39.8% from the field going into today. That's second out of the 10 Valley schools. I know they're all non-conference matchups, but still out of the 10 schools, Bradley's second when it comes to defensive field goal percentage. And Maine right now shooting right around that clip, right at 38.5.
Yeah, Bradley wants to keep him right around that too. They've done a really good job defensively so far this season. That's the clip they want to have at. Henry wide open.
And he flushes it down with a two-handed slam. That's another area the Braves have had success. They've scored their opponents in the paint on average of 11 points per game. Outscored them, I should say. And Henry adds to that total. He now has 5 to match Leon's.
Yeah, and Brian, it was just a simple little down screen there too, freeing up Henry. Leon's had the ball at the top of the key, found him pretty easily.
Mast on the board. In the corner, Hickman for 3.
Great job, Terry Roberts. A little hesitation look on the dribble, draws the defense in. Hickman's wide open in the corner. How about that? Bradley runs out to its biggest lead of the afternoon thanks to that Connor Hickman 3-ball to 4-point Braves advantage.
And Hickman's been hot. Matt, you said it. He's played well in the Paradise Jam. The last couple of games, he shot 57% combined from the field, 50% from 3. And the freshman from Bloomington, Indiana, able to knock down one there and spark this crowd, give Bradley their largest lead so far at 4.
Honestly, that's what the Braves needed. They needed a nice couple, easy bucket down low for Henry, get his confidence going a little bit, a defensive stop. Roberts takes the ball the length of the floor, makes an absolutely tremendous pass over to Hickman in the corner. Wide open 3-ball. Hey, you gotta love that.
So Maine calls the timeout. You look at Brian Wardle. We talked about him being his 7th year. There's a look as well at Richard Barron in his 4th year at Maine. Was actually the head coach of Maine women's team from 2011 to 2017. And his 4th year at the helm of the men's program for the Black Bears. Filipovic. Now up with it is Efratui. Right wing Filipovic drives, cut off nicely by Henry. Kicked back out to Adetogun. Back to Efratui.
Shot clock.
Doesn't get it off.
Yeah, tremendous defensive possession there by the Braves. Maine didn't have one single good opportunity for a shot there. Unfortunately for the Black Bears, Efratui gets it in the post. Can't see the clock. Great 30 seconds of defense there from BU.
The best sequence of the afternoon so far from Bradley. You get the dunk, the stop, the 3, and then the shot clock violation. Let's see how they respond on this offensive trip. Leon's behind the back dribble in the paint, bounce pass to Roberts, and he'll slow things down. Roberts hands to a cutting Henry. No, they're going to wave it off and call an offensive foul.
Almost a tremendous little sequence there from Bradley, but it looks like somebody's able to come over and stop Roberts before he gets that pass off. We're getting another look at it here. Roberts kind of come off of this screen. Yep. Great job there by Adetogun coming over and stepping in front of that one for the charge.
That's a bummer because that was quite a acrobatic play by Henry to score. I thought he was going to get the and one, but it's wiped off entirely. Off the down screen, Clans check. Right side for Masic. Bounce pass underneath. Filipovic fell into a couple of trees, including Boya. Hickman spins in transition, had it taken away by Ingo up ahead. Filipovic nearly chased down by Leons, but he lays it in.
And you're starting to see the game open up a little bit. Both teams trying to score in transition when they have the opportunity. Unfortunately for both teams, though, that's leading to some turnovers on both ends of the floor. Teams not able to slow down, but Bradley with a nice offensive set here as Henry gets in the lane.
Too strong. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Masic. It'll stay with Bradley. Back and forth we go. 7:27 remaining in the half. Bradley clinging to a 2-point edge.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Vivid Seats, your ticket to soul raising, heart racing, 100 beats per minute. What are we wearing? Once in a lifetime, memories in the making, bumps like a goose brisket for tailgating, reach for the universe, rapid breathing, can't catch my breath, top of lungs singing. This is it. The moment is now. Can you believe it? Wow. Get your tickets at Vivid Seats. Life happens live.
Bradley 15, Maine 13. The Braves will take the court with possession here out of the timeout. And there is Malavi Leons, and he is stuffing the stat sheet right now. 5 points on 1-of-1 shooting. That was a 3. 2 of 2 from the line. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block.
2 blocks. They just updated it, I believe. 2 blocks. Yeah, so he's doing a little bit of everything through the first 13 and change.
Leons. Up top, Tavanainen pulls, contested 3, batted out, and tracked down by Klanschek. Filipovic will bring it up.
Both teams doing a pretty solid job on the defensive end, allowing, just both teams shooting 40% or less. So doing a pretty good job here. It's a low-scoring contest, 15-13, just 28 points through the first 13 minutes and change here.
Mass is going to come back for Boya. No foul concerns for Bradley here in the first half. And Maine's a team that gets to the line quite frequently, averaging over 16 per game. I know the Braves want to foul less, and they've talked about it. It's kind of, I don't say funny, but ironic too, that when they have foul, the other teams are shooting at a ridiculous clip, 82%. Braves really got to shore up that free throw percentage defense, don't you think?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's unbelievable clip that teams are getting to the line and making that consistently at. But I mean, from Maine's perspective, one of the things that they do so well actually is getting to the free throw line. They lead their conference in terms of how many times they get to the line, and Foes so far this season for Bradley against the Braves have attempted 41 more free throws. I mean, just think about that in just a span of 6 games.
And the tide has changed today as Montgomery will attempt his 3rd and 4th free throws of the season. He's 1 of 3, but the Braves have now shot 8 free throws so far, none for Maine.
And Brian Wardle told us before the game too, they're really trying to take away, 3 or 4 fouls per game on average, try to eliminate some of those. So far, so good for Bradley. Maine has the lead in the foul stat, 8-4 so far, so good job by Bradley to kind of cut back on a few of those so far.
Duhardy began his career at Western Wyoming in the quarter at a toe gun. Now Klanschek in the quarter at a toe gun once again. Squaring up is Ingo. He's got a pair of fouls that somewhat limited him in the first half. He really gets no space and is forced to throw one up with the shot clock winding down. Another good defensive sequence by the Braves. They swing it around the horn, Montgomery. Howell skips it, Leon's in the corner for three.
How about that pass from Mikey? How the little shovel cross court, right on the money to Leon's, able to get the shot off before the hand comes up in his face. And absolutely drains it. Leon's up to 8 points for the Braves.
As efficient as you can be, Leon's has been tremendous here in the first half. Ingo gives to Filipovic, helped by Howell. Good rotation by the Braves as that three spins out on the attempt by Klanschek. Montgomery the other way to Mast. Hands to Tavanainen. They're not going to give him any space. And diving down low is Mast. Puts it on the floor, and a whistle and a blocking foul is going to be called on Ingo, and that's three on Stefan Ingo, and he'll have to head to the bench.
Yeah, tough call for him too. Looked like Adi Togun kind of slid over to try to take the charge, but they're going to get Ingo on the reach before that. So, yeah, 3 fouls for him. He's going to sit the rest of the half, I would assume.
So Mast will shoot one in the bonus. He's frequented the line this year. He leads Bradley in free throw attempts at 75%, 15 of 20 to be exact. Misses the front end. And Maine has it. Cutting baseline, Filipovic gets around Kent and scores.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a defensive lapse there from Kent, giving up the baseline. Got to step in front of that, block off the angle, but great job there by the Black Bears, just driving that opportunity, getting the easy bucket.
Just the 6th field goal of the half for Maine. Great position underneath for Mast. He lost it on his way up, but was fouled anyway.
Yeah, way to stay with it from Mast. Ball gets kind of knocked out of his hand a little bit. Still able to get the shot up through that foul. Nice strength there from Rink Mast.
So Mast, who's averaging just over 8 points per game, leading Bradley with averaging 8.2 rebounds per game. He had a pair of double-doubles to start this season. He's the first Brave to do that in the first 2 games of the year since Marcellus Somerville did it 17 years ago.
Pretty good company, yeah.
Not bad at all.
Not too bad.
A couple substitutions in for the Braves. Rebound being tipped for and taken down by Maine. And the Black Bears will bring it up. Togun, right wing, gets the screen from Fierbergs. They go left side now. Fierbergs posting up, but no position. Kent now catch and shoot 3 from Klanschek, no good. Great effort on the box out by Howell. And Wright McLeish, who just checked in for Maine, is going to be whistled for the foul. That's the 10th team foul on Maine. It actually might be the 11th, so double bonus coming up for Bradley.
Love that awareness there by Mikey Howell. Kind of slide over the defensive position and get the box out there. Get the over-the-back opportunity here for 2 shots now for Howell.
So Howell, 2 of 3 from the line. Now 3 of 4. Darius Hanna will check in for the first time today, the sophomore out of Milwaukee.
We've seen some flashes of brilliance from Darius Hanna, a couple of SportsCenter top 10 dunks last year from the freshman last year, now a sophomore, so we know he can really be kind of an energizer bunny from the Braves off the bench.
Howell converts on a pair, go along with 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal here in the first half. Right, McLeish. Fierbergs. Now with it is Duhart. Duhart held up. Ihekwoaba. Long 3 is forced to launch, and that one's no good. A whistle and a foul, and it's going to go against Bradley. It'll stay with Maine, who will have it out of bounds underneath. When we come back, 3:48 to go here in the half. Bradley 20, Maine 15. You're watching the Valley on ESPN.
Located inside the Holiday Inn Suites Peoria at Grand Prairie.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Arch Madness. It's all about the excitement, the fans,
the history,
the big moment.
Shoots at the horn. Good! Good!
It's all about the madness.
To make it to the tournament.
And March, it begins here.
I'll see you in St. Louis.
Visit archmadness.com for ticket information.
(21-15), Bradley on top of Maine, waning minutes of the first half. Nip and tuck most of the way, but Bradley really getting it done on the defensive end. They're limiting Maine to just 30% from the field on 7 of 23, just 1 of 8 from the three-point line, and they haven't fouled in the act of shooting yet today.
Yeah, and Bradley's doing it on the defensive end. They're out rebounding Maine right now too. They're shooting a higher clip offensively. Kind of right now, everything's going Bradley's way, but still only a 6-point advantage. Maine, despite their struggles, able to stay in this game right now, just down 6 points. So good job by the Black Bears to keep it close so far. Bradley really needs to step on the gas here the last 4 minutes before the halftime break.
Right, McLeish to inbound. Duhart. Tsukono checks in.
And nice job defensively by Econo. It's been just like that. Just takes his eyes off the play, dribble it off his foot.
It'll go back to Maine. They're going to say that Bradley never possessed that one, so the shot clock's going to stay at 20.
Nonetheless, another opportunity here for Maine to get it back to a one-possession game if they can find a bucket.
Duhart, hand in his face from Kent, steps back. Econo, a great box out. Henry gets credit for the board. Econo kept that one away, swings it to Henry. Full steam ahead to Hanna, who slams it home.
Nice, well done there. Deshaun Henry driving it. The defense comes to help. Hanna kind of slips behind. The two-handed flush from the block.
Filipovic tries to answer on the other end, and Hanna knocked him on his way up. So first free throws of the afternoon forthcoming from Maine. Let's take a look at that last flush by the Braves.
Yeah, great bounce pass right into the bread basket. Hanna rising up for the two-handed jam. And I mentioned he's got that jolt, that little something extra. Plays above the rim. Darius Hanna coming in right away and making an impact. And that's one of the parts of Deshaun Henry's game that's improved so much, being able to ball handle, drive that seam, see the play happen in front of him to kind of facilitate and create that opportunity.
Henry with that assist to go along with 5 points, 3 rebounds for the senior, 2 of 4 shooting. Hickman curls this time. They lob it after he recognizes the screen, but excellent work by Duhart to break up that pass.
Yeah, they had the switch on the mismatch, and Duhart just kind of sees the pass coming. Great job defensively getting that steal.
Fearbergs to Duhart. Steps back again. This time is able to knock it down. His first bucket of the afternoon. He's now 1 of 5 from the floor. Maine back within 4. Econo to Kent, and Hickman able to keep it after tiptoeing the sideline.
We got a high screen here, run downhill, got the switch.
Hand in the passing lane by Filipovic, a 2-on-1 for the Black Bears. Euro step, but missed it as it rolled off the rim.
Brad's going to take their use it or lose it first half timeout here. Get a 3-player line change here for the Braves too with 2 minutes left. Just kind of regroup, refocus, end this half on a strong note, hopefully for the Braves.
Let's see what they draw up. Again, it's been fun to see the lineup combinations. The Braves trying to continue to evolve their rotation as they get towards the middle of non-conference play. And I say that when the next game is a conference game, but you know what I mean. And if you're wondering if that's a new initiative, it is for the Valley. We've seen it from some other conferences in the country where they have one sort of random, for lack of a better term, conference game mixed in December with some of the other ones, and allows for maybe a fresher start going into January or a cleaner schedule slate, but that will be the case this Wednesday.
Yeah, there's a couple of different reasons. The Valley Commissioner Kern said, hey, it's an opportunity for maybe some of our teams to play premier non-conference games around the holiday season.
Right.
It can also clear up the holiday season for some of our teams too, or maybe they get to go home and see their family. So a couple different reasons for doing it. Nonetheless, we're going to have a Valley game here in the middle of the week.
First things first. The Braves trying to hold off Maine. They turn it over out of the timeout.
Yeah, it's 14 first half turnovers for the Braves. I mean, they really got to clean that up. Get some more opportunities at shots here, just throwing away points with those turnovers.
Plans check. Tavanainen defending him. Short baseline jumper is no good by Fearbergs, and his 4th rebound for Henry.
Maine's had a couple of really good looks here recently, just haven't been able to get too many of them to go down.
Roberts drives in, up and under on the reverse. What a nifty move by Terry Roberts.
Definitely a nifty move. Go on the right side, switch over to the left. Beautiful little reverse.
It's his first field goal attempt of the afternoon. Maine will get a second chance. Under a minute to go. Fearbergs with Boya on him. 3 to shoot. They're going to have to launch. They do. And Bradley will live with that all day. In the corner, Lands has been deadly from there, and that trend continues with the 3rd triple of the half for Malavi Lands.
Yeah, from the exact same spot as the last one. 2 for Lands, wide open in the corner, able to knock it down. He's up to 11 points, leading scorer in the game so far here, the final seconds of the first half.
About a half-second differential, shot clock to game clock for all intents and purposes. Probably the last possession of the half. See if the Braves can close on a high note. Fearbergs will bank one in. That reminds me of last year. How often that happened against Bradley last year, as that one is missed on the last second Hail Mary, but that's how we'll do it here at Carver as we end the first half. Bradley, who led by as many as 9 before that last 3, takes a 6-point lead into the locker room. We'll step aside, take a timeout. First half stats, highlights, and more coming up next. You're watching The Valley on ESPN.
Your favorite brands, jaw-dropping prices, endless deals to choose from. Welcome to ThredUp, an online consignment and thrift store for your closet, your wallet, and the planet. Shop over 35,000 brands from Gap to Gucci, with new arrivals dropping every single day, all at up to 90% off estimated retail and delivered to your door. Giving perfectly good clothes a second life has never been easier or more fun. Have more, waste less. Get up to 60% off your first order, plus free shipping at thredup.com.
Vivid Seats, your ticket to soul-raising, heart-racing, 100 beats per minute. What are we wearing? Once in a lifetime, memories in the making. Bumps like a goose brisket for tailgating. Reach for the universe, rapid breathing. Can't catch my breath, top of lungs singing. This is it. The moment is now. Can you believe it? Wow. Get your tickets at Vivid Seats. Life happens live.
Halftime at Carver Arena here in downtown Peoria. Bradley leading Maine 28-22. Brian Vito with Matt McClain with you. We hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving this past, I guess of course it's Thursday, 2 days ago. I was going to say yesterday, and I'm like, that's not right. It wasn't yesterday.
Hey, I'm still eating my Thanksgiving food.
I still am.
I might be in a little bit of a coma still.
Next week or so. Clearly I am. You look at Maine's upcoming schedule, Matt, and they'll get into AEC play in about a month or so, but we've seen their non-conference slate, and they've had some tough opponents, and then they'll see some Power 5s with Rutgers as well.
Without no doubt about it. I mean, they've already played a couple Power 5s in Colorado and Virginia Tech, and then, Rutgers a couple of days after Christmas before they hop right into conference play after that. January 2nd, NJIT is their first conference game, so busy upcoming schedule for Maine, just like Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley as well. We've already talked about their matchup coming up on Wednesday. They've also had a difficult non-conference slate, some quality opponents at the Paradise Jam. That'll continue on Wednesday. And then we'll have SIUE a week from tonight. Toledo, who's been really good as of late, and that's been a real fun battle between those two schools the last couple of years. Same thing with St. Joe's.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And then, of course, the Sun Bowl Invitational will get a couple of chances for another really good games with Sam Houston and either UTEP or NC Central. So, for Bradley, all that's happening before Christmas. So it's going to be a busy, 5-6 games here in the next couple of weeks for the Braves. But hey, that's to be expected in the non-conference slate here as we lead up in December.
We'll step aside, take another time out as we get a look at the upcoming schedules. We'll move to stats, highlights with the Braves leading by 6 on the Valley on ESPN.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The ancient Greeks had 4 words for love. The most admirable is called agape. Love as an action. For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back or look ahead and say, we got it right. We did good.
Bradley with a 6-point lead over Maine here at halftime, as the Braves have led by as many as 9, looking for their second win of the season. And let's take a look at the Valley standings. Matt, you have a couple of schools right at the top that were, at least preseason-wise, were picked to finish in those respective spots, really, at least in the top 3, interchangeable. Loyola, Missouri State, and Drake. It's pretty quality opponents for the Valley all around to start.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If you look at the top in Loyola and what they did the last 3 days in a really tough Thanksgiving tournament, lost 2 really close games to quality opponents, able to get an upset win yesterday. So what Loyola's doing at that 5-2 record, those 2 losses are against, probably top 50 teams. So, Valley looking strong once again. If Northern Iowa and Bradley can pick things up as well, things are looking pretty good for the conference overall.
Well, one thing we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about that last Saturday, the Bradley GOAT, Hersey Hawkins, was elected to the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame First Bradley player to do so, all-time leading scorer not only here in the Valley. I saw a couple pictures of the class they showed. That was pretty awesome group of basketball players that they showed. Obviously, I mean, they're Hall of Famers, but
to be in that class,
it was pretty impressive.
No doubt about it. I mean, you talk about what Percy Hawkins was able to achieve here. A Chicago kid comes down to Bradley, he said 3 hours away from home, and really made quite a name for himself, a name for the Bradley program. 3,000 points, over 3,000 points he scored at Bradley. He played 125 games at Bradley, started all of them, didn't miss a single game in 4 seasons with the Braves. Just a couple of tremendous stats there from Hersey Hawkins. His number's been long retired here. Number 33, it's Y Ward in high school for Hersey Hawkins. How about that?
I love that. Yeah, and he continues to inspire, generations of Peoria Bradley fans and National Player of the Year, and it almost feels like a formality to induct this guy into the Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame given his time here.
Oh yeah, without a doubt too, and he played in the NBA for over 10 years, scored over 10,000 points in the association too. Just quite an ambassador for the game of basketball. He came back to the Civic Center a couple years ago and the team met with Coach Wardle, and just great to have Percy Hawkins in the College Basketball Hall of Fame back around Bradley, and congratulations to him.
Let's take a break. We got the second half of action coming up. Bradley and Maine. Braves trying to hold off Maine, who's been pesky here in the first half. It's the Braves by 6 in the Valley on ESPN.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Vivid Seats, your ticket to soul raising, heart racing, 100 beats per minute. What are we wearing? Once in a lifetime, memories in the making, bumps like a goose brisket for tailgating, reach for the universe, rapid breathing, can't catch my breath, top of lungs singing. This is it. The moment is now. Can you believe it? Wow. Get your tickets at Vivid Seats. Life happens live.
About ready to roll here in half number 2 as we take a look at the first half numbers. Matt, what stands out here?
I mean, obviously Bradley shooting over 50% and holding Maine under 30% from the field. Great job there, but despite that discrepancy, still a 6-point game, so we got a close game going on here, and if you look at the 3-point field goal percentage too, Masic had a 3-ball early on. I think that might be all that they got from behind the arc, so just shooting 20% there for, Maine. They got to pick that up a little bit if they're going to get back into this one.
What about the highlights? Let's take a look at those. There are a few on both sides, but some emphatic slams from Bradley, some good catch and shoots as well. So what stood out here?
Hey, more the same from Deshaun Henry there. We know he's a beast underneath. Great job there by Henry getting the scoring going early for Bradley, and then it gets in with the dunk. A couple of 3 balls. Connor Hickman hit one. Just a good job overall. There we go. Leon's in the corner. He hit a couple of 3 balls. Maine doing a good job getting to the rim. And, it was a close game here, 28-22 ball game, as, Maine was able to hit a nice jumper there at the end of the half to kind of end the momentum Bradley had going into the halftime. They got the lead up to 9. Now it's just a 6-point game as we get the second half started.
Yeah, Fierberg's banked in a 3 in the closing seconds of that first half.
Close on Saturday, right?
At this point, a Saturday afternoon, yeah, right. But I guess apparently not the case. Banked one in, and that's what ended it at a 6-point advantage for Bradley as we start the second half for Bradley with Roberts, Tavanainen, Leons, Boya, and Henry.
As the starting 5 minus Mast got Boya in for Mast. Really liked what he was able to do in his limited minutes on the defensive side of the basketball. There's always being able to be a nuisance on the defensive side. Ari Boya earning that second half start here.
Yeah, had 6 minutes in that first half, had a point, a couple of rebounds, a steal, and Again, he always does things that don't show up on the stat sheet,
No
at
doubt.
least individual stat sheet, but they certainly show up in the team stat sheets when it comes to defensive field goal percentage and things of that nature.
You're going to get a hold before the turnover. It looks like Malvi Leon's cutting towards the rim for the pass. Let's get held a little bit. Maine struggled first half with defensive fouls and pick up one here just 11 seconds into the second half.
Braves getting a look to Leons early, who was spectacular in that first half with those 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Tavanainen for 3, no hesitation for the junior out of Helsinki, and he knocks in a triple, and he's fired up.
Just a simple little out-of-bounds play there. They throw the lob over the top to Boya. The defensive help from Tavanainen's man comes over. Boya kicks it out. There's one of those things you're not going to see too much in the stat sheet. It's an assist for Boya. He made that play happen.
Vlasic, Fierbergs to answer off the mark, no good.
And Boya out defensively to kind of manipulate that shot too as well. Brian Wardle likes what he sees so far here, just 39 seconds into the second half.
And good personnel recognition
No
by
doubt.
the Braves too defensively. Fierbergs hit that one that he banked in at the end of the half, but came in just 20% from 3. An excellent player that hasn't connected as much from that to begin the season. Freshman out of Riga, Latvia. Leon's no hesitation either. This one's off the mark. That's his first missed 3 attempt of the afternoon and hit his first 3.
He's allowed to miss one. A little mini heat check for Leons. Nonetheless, a great start. Nice ball movement here.
Foul's gonna come on Henry. And to your point, Matt, that was really good ball movement. And on the flip side, Bradley, excellent rotations, because a lot of times if you see ball movement like that, it ends up either in a layup and an open 3 and nothing yet so far.
Yeah, without a doubt, Maine moves the ball well. Klanschek gets it, sees that the defense is kind of caught up to him a little bit. So, what do? You take the seam, and then just a defensive foul, resetting the possession here for the Black Bears now.
Filipovic, entry pass to Ingo, swings it to Filipovic on the floor. Filipovic has it, and Boya wasn't quite straight up and is whistled for the foul.
Yeah, had him dead to rights there underneath the hoop. Not much of an angle. Great job there just to be able to fight through the contact, throw something up. Filipovic's going to get 2 free throws for his hard work underneath.
Maine came in at 74% from the line, so we said they got there at a high frequency. Also shot it pretty well. 2 of 2 so far today. Filipovic makes the first. In the 3rd home game at Carver this year, the Braves have split the first 2. As Maine splits a pair at the line. Braves lead by 8. Leon sets the screen, then receives the pass from Boya. Flex cut underneath for Henry, who goes baseline and can't get it to go. Maine might have numbers. Nope. Bradley, good transition defense to get back now on the trail. Filipovic to Adetogun. Engel steps into an elbow jumper. That's no good. Box out by Leon.
Solid defensive transition there for the Braves to kind of get a shot. And Boya was able to deflect that one, going for the lob.
Yeah, I think Boya thought Roberts was going to shoot that one with a teardrop, and now Engel the other way, straight up by Henry. No, they're going to say it was not straight up, and Henry's whistled for the foul.
Looked like straight up, a little bit of body going into him, so you get the foul there on Henry, despite being straight up. Good job coming over and playing help side defense as Boya was late to get back.
Ingo, who is 3 of 6 from the line, he was AEC All-Academic last year, averaging 10 points per game, just under 8 rebounds per game. Junior out of Ontario. The volume violation on him as well, so that will not count. Mass will come in. Bradley, Matt, talked a little bit about this. It's been a program that they've derived players from all over the world. Maine can certainly say the same thing here today.
How about that? 10 international players on the Maine roster this year. 6 from Europe, 4 from Canada. The international flavor is definitely strong within this Maine program as they're trying to find some of the best players from all across the world, not just from here in the United States. And Bradley can certainly match that to a certain extent. 4 international players on the floor right now for BU as well.
Roberts tried to dump it off to Henry. It's a turnover, and Howell's going to come in.
Yeah, it's been a struggle so far tonight for Terry Roberts. We mentioned him as one of our key players of the game leading into the contest, but he's kind of struggled a little bit with turnovers, and because of that, Mikey Howell and Maxi Kono have seen some more time, and Roberts has been moved to the bench.
A little late getting over was Leon's, and he's whistled for the foul. So that's the 14th foul on the Braves. After a very clean first half in that department. They still lead by 8. Filipovic, good footwork by Leons to cut him off. Now spinning baseline. That's a tough shot. Somehow gets it to go. Good defense by Leons, just better offense that time.
Tremendous defense there by Leons, but how about that? Filipovic able to work that angle and able to score, and Leon's a little bit careless with the ball there as Filipovic knocks it away, but it's going to stay Bradley ball. 22 seconds left here on the shot clock.
Hickman's going to come in for Tavanainen.
And I kind of like that rotation. It seems like either Hickman or Tavanainen is always in the game. They kind of have similar games. They can really fill it up from behind the arc, and you know, keeping Ville healthy, that's one of the main concerns for Bradley as he comes off that foot injury from earlier in the season. We want to limit his minutes but keep him healthy at the same time.
Look at that touch by Leons. Defender launched at him because of his three-point prowess, and under control, able to take it to the rack and score.
Just the gracefulness of Malvi Leons. They're driving down the lane, the little floater from the big man, filling it up here. 13 points for Leons.
Masic had it knocked away. It'll stay with Maine, and they'll reset the shot clock to 20. They call it a kick.
Getting our look here at Leons. The shot fake creates the opportunity. Nobody steps up to stop the ball. Leons says, I'll go all the way down the lane. Nice little floater.
Ingo, guarded by Mast. Masic has it. Henry goes over the top of the ball screen. They know Masic can really shoot it. Filipovic, step back three, is short. Hickman is there, and the Braves are out and running. It's a 3-on-2. Howell to trailing Mast. He's open for three. It's good.
Exactly what the Bradley fans wanted to see from Rick Mast. He struggled from behind the arc so far to start the season. We know he can make those three balls. He knocks that one from straight away. Rick Mast gets going.
So Mast with his first points of the night to go along with 4 rebounds. And then they'll turn it over. A good boost by Rink Mast and some energy here at Carver Arena as the Braves have opened up an 11-point lead after the 3 by Rink Mast.
Did you hear that? State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Located inside the Holiday Inn and Suites Peoria at Grand Prairie.
The student athletes at Bradley University live their sport and put everything into their game. So when an injury occurs, they need a team of specialists, focused and ready to get them back in action. At OSF Healthcare, our sports medicine doctors have special training on restoring function to injured athletes, so they can get back to competing as soon as possible. OSF Healthcare, proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Bradley Athletics.
NVC student athletes are positively impacting the communities where they live by sharing views and fostering the climate for change for future Valley pioneers. To learn more about mobilizing voices for change, visit nvc-sports.com/OneValley. Back here in Peoria on this Thanksgiving weekend, Bradley an 11-point lead over Maine as we kick off the holiday season. Braves returning from their Thanksgiving tournament, well, as Matt said at halftime, of another holiday tournament right before Christmas. And out of the timeout, Howell finds Hickman for three.
Mikey Howell making it happen, assist on back-to-back threes. This time kind of drives into the elbow, kicks it out. So how about that, the three ball going down for Connor Hickman.
Braves now 7 of 13 from 3 on the afternoon. That's Hickman's second. The freshman sharpshooter gets the Braves a big bucket out of the timeout. Henry gets his hand in the passing lane. Nasic was there first, and they're going to say it was last touch by Henry, but Braves fired up by the level of activity on both ends.
No doubt about it. Deshaun Henry trying to make something happen there on the defensive end, despite not being able to get the steal. Possession did not change hands, so just 5 seconds here from Maine to get a good look from half court, see what they can manufacture. Gonna be quick.
Byron Ireland full steam ahead. Left-hand finger roll, no. Mass got it before the clock went off. The Braves try to run, and now with no numbers will pull it away. Howell to Mast. Thought about it, and then throws it away. Ireland the other way. Leons blocks it away. Hickman keeps it in.
We got numbers.
Here we go again. In the corner, here's Leons. No, and an offensive foul.
There you go, offensive foul. Great job there by Duhart to kind of slide past. He sees Leons coming at him. Real heads-up move there by the Black Bears. Able to step in front of that Duhart. You see, get another look. Leons going to the hoop. Great job there by Duhart, the junior, to slide over.
That's not easy to do either when you have a 6'9"
no doubt about
down on you. Great work by Duhart. The Braves with the 14-point lead.
Crucial stop there by Maine. They got to get a bucket here to try to stop some of this momentum that Bradley has. You mentioned, Brian, a 2-touchdown lead here for the Braves. Need to get something going here for the Black Bears.
On the pick and roll, blocked by Hanna. On the attempt by Ata Turgut, who just checked in for his first action of the ball game. Foul away from the ball. It'll stay here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Wright McLeish there on that one. That's the fourth foul this half for Maine.
Braves up to 54.5% shooting. They've won their last 30 contests when they've shot at least 50% from the floor.
That's a pretty high clip. And 54%.
My goodness.
Good job from Bradley. A lot of those have been really good looks because of plays like Mikey Howell driving to the hoop, and that time he gets stripped.
A lot of contact there, no whistles. Filipovic goes the other way, faked out a couple of defenders, but couldn't get it to go. The Braves certainly influenced that one at the rim.
You see the pace of play is really picking up here now.
Look at the ball movement to Hanna. Hickman to Howell to Hanna. The 3 H's connect Triple H. There you go.
No doubt about it. Yeah, Hunter Hughes Helmley will really like that one. Our WWE fans, the Triple H action, you know what I'm saying? But great job, Bradley, moving the basketball. Getting a lot of shots within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. Really good pace of play from the Bradley offense. Really high looks as well.
Largest lead of the ball game for Bradley. Blanchak left corner. Right McLeish knocks down. They're going to say it's a long 2. His foot was on the line. And Maine was calling for a timeout after the made bucket. And they'll get it And guess what? We'll take it with them too. 12:55 to go in this one. Bradley opening this one up. They lead by 14.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Black Friday, Verizon is doing it better, a lot better, because right now you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Just bring in your older damaged phone and we'll give you the phone everybody wants on America's most reliable network. On any unlimited plan. Better, better. And everyone gets up to $800 when they switch. Okay, everyone say better! Better! Black Friday better with Verizon, because everyone deserves better.
Shop online, in-store, or call today.
Bradley possession and a 14-point lead. Now you mentioned the 2-touchdown lead. It's fitting because it's state finals Saturday here in the state of Illinois.
Your alma mater's playing.
Alma mater's playing right now. They got a slim 2-point lead out here going to the fourth quarter. That's Cary Grove going up against East St. Louis. But we got some more pressing business first here as Bradley will possess and have really picked up some momentum, suffocating defensively. And offensive outburst over the last few minutes as well.
And one of the strengths of Bradley this year has been their offensive rebound percentage. I mean, they're getting 15 offensive rebounds per game. Only 2 today. Rink Mast
for 3
How about
again.
That? Bradley's been, the offensive rebounds have been tremendous. Only 2 today, but that's because they were making more shots that they don't have as many offensive rebounds. Rink Mast now today, 2 3 balls. He was 1 for 21 from behind the arc coming into today. Really good for Rink Mast to see a couple of those 3 balls go down. He's 2 for 2 today now.
Yeah, and you know, the group is capable of shooting at the clip that they're shooting today. So it's good to see that, I'm sure, for their confidence to see the ball go through the hoop, right? It's only natural.
Yeah. Especially for Mast. I mean, he was such a catalyst to the team last year. Is he's heating up?
Thought about it.
He might get another look, though. I think he's feeling pretty confident.
Hannah had it stripped and taken away. Filipovic numbers the other way, but he'll pull it out anyway as the Braves continue to get back defensively. They've just made it very difficult for Maine to score. I can't really remember any uncontested great looks for the Black Bears. They've really had to work for everything they've got. There's Filipovic nearly dragged that pivot foot. Duhart for 3 is no good. Hickman the rebound. To Tavanainen, to Cutting Hannah. Great defensive play from behind by Filipovic to knock it away. That would have been another highlight for Hannah.
Yeah, it would have been Filipovic. Kind of trails from behind, gets his left hand on it to block the shot. It's going to stay Bradley possession coming out of the timeout.
And the Braves will possess as Rink Mast has put his team up 17 here in Peoria.
Since 1907, we've been One Valley. Breaking down recruitment barriers, hiring coaches to lead our programs, and developing the country's next set of leaders. MVC student athletes are positively impacting the communities where they live by sharing views and fostering a climate for change for future Valley pioneers. To learn more about mobilizing voices for change, visit mvc-sports.com/OneValley.
Located inside the Holiday Inn Suites Peoria at Grand Prairie.
Arch Madness. It's all about the excitement, the fans,
the history,
the big moment.
Shoots at the horn. Good! Good!
It's all about the madness.
To make it to the tournament.
And March,
It begins here.
I'll see you in St. Louis.
Visit archmadness.com for ticket information.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
44-27, Maine searching for an answer. Down by 17. There you get a look at Stefan Ingo, who's been limited in foul trouble. He was their leading scorer coming into today. Played just 11 minutes. He's got 4 fouls. He's been held scoreless in this ball game. We were talking about it during the break. His defense has really just been suffocating. Great personnel recognition, too. And the top 2 scorers touch the ball for Maine. They're really getting nowhere whatsoever.
Oh, they're really not. We talk about Ingo and what he's been able to accomplish this season. I mean, he's leading Maine with 10.3 points per game and 7.7 rebounds. He's been a total non-factor so far, mostly because of the foul trouble, but good job by the Braves being able to neutralize him. He might get an assist here.
It was a good feed. The Braves are ready for it. Right, McLeish. Too hard. And Jerry Pollard's going to stop play. They're going to make sure the shot clock is at the right point.
And one of the fan favorites here at Carver Arena, Jerry Pollard, a popular ref around the country, does a lot of Valley games, so always a fun game when we have him here. He came up and chatted with us before the game too as well, so yeah. Nice to see Jerry Pollard for sure.
Always, Matt. As Togun will inbound.
Not sure, so what they're looking at here is, was the shot clock reset during that sequence? 22
because it didn't hit the rim.
Correct. So
which would have set it to 20, but yeah, they did reset it then.
They're going to put it at 11.
So they got to put it down, yeah.
I think if Jerry Pollard told him 11, it never hit the rim. Good call, Brian. So, and a good catch by Jerry Pollard.
Good work. Ingo. Duhart. He's had a nice game for Maine. He's made a couple of nice defensive plays, knocks down that jumper.
He's manufactured a couple of looks, hasn't been able to get too many of them to go down. That's his second mid-range jumper that he's knocked down, though, for Duhart. He's got 4 points. Nice back door.
On the reverse, Leons lays it in off the feed from Howell.
How about the English there on the little flip, going from one side to the other, little Julius Erving-esque there by Malachi Leons with the little flip up and in.
It's the 5th assist from Mikey Howell.
Just tremendous vision by him. It was a great cut, a great pass. Howell put it right on the money.
Duhart guarded by Howell. They look to get it into Ingo, but he's knocked off the block. Skip back up top at a toe gun. Leon's making life very difficult on him, and that'll be a 30-second shot clock violation. I believe that's the 3rd of the contest.
3rd shot clock violation and the 3rd blocked shot by Malachi Leons in this game. You mentioned earlier in the first half, stuff in the stat sheet, Leons has just been tremendous. 15 points, 3 blocks, got several rebounds. Great job by Leons tonight, getting things going for the Braves.
He's the only player in double figures for either side. And a very efficient 5 of 7 shooting, 3 of 4 from 3. Made both of his free throws.
I like this look here for Bradley. 2 point guards, and then you got Henry at the 3. The strong take.
And he finishes with the right.
How about that? They got 2 point guards. Henry, the big man, playing the 3, and then you got Leons and Rink Mass. A lot of length on the floor here for Bradley. That's going to cause a lot of problems defensively.
Saving it is Ihekawaba, and he traveled.
Yeah, good idea with the shot fake. Tried to keep his pivot foot, just kind of lifts up. That's another turnover there by Maine, they've really struggled here this second half with turnovers and shooting a low percentage from the field, as Bradley has boosted this up to a 19-point game here with 9:21 to go.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, it was a 6-point Bradley lead at the half. Braves really, really strong defensively in that first half, and it's all come together here in the second half. Roberts finds Henry, pump fake, power dribble, up and foul.
Yeah, he gets deep down there, got two guys on him, just too much body contact as Henry kind of takes a little power dribble to get a little bit closer and gets fouled on the shot. He's going to get two shots here from the free throw line.
So Henry in his 6th game of the year, he missed 1 game towards the start due to a non-COVID related illness. As I mentioned earlier, coming off a double-double, has now 8 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Team high 24 minutes so far.
Yeah, and 5 of those games that he's played, he's been in 4 of them, he's been in double figures. He's approaching that mark tonight, now up to 9. You know, and Henry just been able to do it all, kind of a little bit like Malavi Leons. He's been all over the place tonight.
Masic, who's averaging 2.5 assists per game, gets a dime there.
Yeah, another great cut there by Duhart. Just sees his man kind of up in the passing lane. He dives to the hoop. Great bounce pass. Easy bucket there by Maine.
Roberts off the curl, teardrop off the glass and in.
All right, bank is still open. It's 3:33 here on a Saturday as we're going to have a timeout. Looks like Howell took a pretty tough fall over there in front of the Bradley bench. Great sportsmanship there by Masic to help him up. And Bradley trainer come over and helping Howell up.
So Howell will head to the bench.
Something to monitor for sure. Looked like maybe he was favoring one of his feet, but I'm not sure which one. See if we can get an update on that.
Klanschak to walk it up for Maine. Finds Efri Tui in the high post. Look at a size matchup between these two guys, Efri Tui and Boya. Klanschak just inside the arc, splashes one home.
Yeah, nice little offensive set there, kind of makes his own shot there for Klanschak. Able to get it to go. He's up to 4 points now.
Here comes the high ball screen. They double it. They skip it in the corner. Hickman to Henry. Good ball movement by the Braves. Leons for 3.
He's loving that corner shot for 3. Malavi Leons. He is just filling it up tonight. Another 3-ball, 18 points, and tremendous ball movement, as you said, Brian. 4 passes around the horn to Leons for the open 3.
Efri Tui receives that hard pass in the low block. Bodies up Boya and a strong baby hook. That's a tough shot by Efri Tui.
A couple of 7'1" big men going at it down there. Efri Tui able to get it to go. The little right-handed hook, flips it up and in.
Spent a couple of years, 31 games total at UL Monroe. National champion at South Plains Community College as well. In the corner again for Leons. That's good.
Start calling him Marcel Somerville because that corner 3-ball is quickly becoming Malavi Leons' trademark shot. How about that for Leons? Filling it up. Another 3-ball.
His 6th of the ball game. Filipovic fell down, somehow got it away to Wright McLeish. Efri Tui guarded by Boya. On the cut to Wright McLeish. Roberts had it blocked with help by Leons.
Leons gets it blocked on the backside coming over. What a run here for the Braves. Headlined by Malavi Leons. A couple of the 3-balls. How about that? Bradley is rolling.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face, as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Black Friday, Verizon is doing it better. Because right now, you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Just bring in your older damaged phone and we'll give you the phone everybody wants and get up to $800 when you switch. Because everyone deserves better.
$58-35 the score here. And don't forget that Arch Madness is back. The 2022 State Farm NBC Men's Basketball Tournament returns to St. Louis for the 32nd straight year. Join the Braves in the Gateway City March 3rd through 6th as all 10 Valley schools battle it out for a trip to the NCAA tournament. For tickets, call 309-677-2625 or visit bradleybraves.com. Get your tickets tonight and experience Arch Madness. 6:22 to go. Braves, who again led by 6 at the intermission, have increased that margin by 17 up to 23 now in the second half. Duhart, tough three as the shot clock was expiring, and the Braves secure the board. Rebound number 5 for Lands. Well, I misspoke earlier. He now has 7 threes.
He just flashed to his favorite corner. They're not going to do it again, are they? He's got the angle.
I heard the ooh. He's calling for it. Instead, Tavanainen lines one up.
Great job, Boya.
And Filipovic. Good effort by both sides, and it'll go over to Maine. Mast will come in for Boya.
Yeah, Filipovic able to earn his team a little possession there thanks to the jump ball. Little hustle play there, coming down and grabbing that ball at the same time as Boya. Switch possession here on the jump ball.
So Leon's far and away the leading scorer for Bradley with 21. If he remains the leading scorer, in the 7 contests Bradley's had, their leading scorer has been a newcomer 6 of those 7 times. Klanschek hit one from there a moment ago. This time can't connect and mask the board. The ball screen, Roberts has it.
Got him on the pop.
He's open for 3. That's good.
3 threes now for Rinkmast. Heating up in a big way. Exactly what he needs. A little confidence going for Rinkmast here in Carver Arena. 9 points on those 3 triples.
Go along with 7 rebounds. Duhart steps into a jumper. Mast with his 8th board now. Zings it, lands again. Oh, not quite, but he follows a shot, gives to Henry.
What a sequence there. Rinkmast, the pass to Henry over to, wow, how about that? Flushing it down. The Carver Arena faithful love that play.
Duhart might have had it partially blocked or at least influenced by Henry. Tavanainen's got a 2-on-1 for the Braves. Lob for Henry, who lays it in.
Exactly what Coach Wardle wanted to see, getting out in transition. Bradley able to go on a big run here to put this baby to bed. The Carver Arena is loving what they're seeing from the Braves, playing with a lot of confidence here in the second half.
Timeout on the floor, will take it with them. Bradley with their largest lead. It is compounded to 30. We're back to close it out after this. You're watching the Valley on ESPN.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. You might try looking at the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their gifts. This Christmas, wrap it in red at Ace and get free assembly and delivery on grills.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, shop, save and trade at Sam Lehman of Morton. We have a wide variety of Ram inventory in stock with more arriving daily. Plus, if you don't see what you want, we can order it for you. And with our month-long Black Friday sales event, you can start saving today with deals on our brand new 2021 Ram 1500s. Don't forget, if you have a trade, we are paying top dollar on all trades. So enjoy the power of Ram this Thanksgiving only at Sam Lehman of Morton.
.358 to go. Brian Vito, Matt McLean, and real no surprise, Matt, Malavi Leons is our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois player of the game. Feels like he's gotten better each game out there. He's been very good this year, but he's been fantastic here today.
Without a doubt. I mean, he's made 5 3-pointers, 7 for 10 from the field. How about adding on a little bit? 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Tremendous showing here from Malavi Leons.
Ingo tried to follow his own shot. Roberts was there to track it down, looked deep, and now we'll walk it up. High flash, Hannah looking for Henry, who was fronted. Patience by the Braves, but 8 to shoot. Now 4, Roberts one-on-one, pulls up. And when it's going your way, it is going your way. Everything coming up Bradley here in the second half as Roberts scores and the lead's up to 32.
Yeah, that was a tremendous defensive effort there for about 29 seconds from the Black Bears, but Terry Roberts, just a one-on-one move. Great little pull-up jumper from about 17 feet. As you said it, Brian, everything's going Bradley's way right now.
6 points for Roberts on 3 of 4 shooting. Does have 4 assists. Mast curling is Henry, skies over everyone, gets his own rebound, gets it back somehow after he sticks with it, and he's rewarded with 2.
Yeah, that's just a typical Deshaun Henry play right there. The second chance opportunity, never gives up on the play. He's into double figures now. Excuse me, he's been in double figures. How about 15 points for Deshaun Henry after that big flurry of points the last 4 minutes?
Plans check. Here's the ball screen. Filipovic goes right, blocked by Hannah. Hickman to bring it up.
There goes Roberts. We saw a lot of great one-on-one moves in the Paradise Jam. Here comes another one maybe.
That one spins off. Hannah tried to clean it up, couldn't finish. Masic swings it opposite corner. Filipovic on a good feed, couldn't quite finish.
Bradley's got a 5-on-4 here if they want to push it. Here it is. They're going to run some clock here, get a good set, but Maine gets the steal.
And they lay it up and in, and 2 on the other end. And it's timeout taken specifically, I think, just to get some substitutions in. And now they're going to talk about it at least, as both teams are going to go to the bench, can concede this outcome here with 93 seconds remaining, and the Braves up by 32. And Matt, the goal is to peak, later in the year and keep getting better throughout the year. But, next on Wednesday, it's a big matchup. You have conference opener, and the Braves got to feel pretty good about the way they played and having some momentum going into that contest.
Without a doubt, seeing the ball go in here at Carver Arena is a big deal. I mean, Bradley, they're going to open up Valley play Wednesday against Northern Iowa, who, just an update for you folks, Northern Iowa today, you want to know what Bradley's got coming up? Northern Iowa just went on the road, beat number 16 St. Bonaventure 90-80. That's a top 25 win right there. So this Northern Iowa team led by A.J. Green, who was tremendous today for the Panthers. Their next game is going to be here at Carver Arena against these Braves. Both teams with a little bit of momentum now. They're the bottom dwellers in the Valley coming into today, the conference standings. So, that just shows you the strength of this conference. Now for Bradley, it's focus on the next game and a huge one against UNI Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, knowing how good the Braves are defensively. And, you know, obviously Northern Iowa, some of that scoring prowess. A.J. Green, you mentioned specifically. And it'll be a fun one Wednesday night at Carver Arena. Come on out. And we know the crowd can make a difference in those conference games, and love for that to be the case on Wednesday.
Yeah, without a doubt. A.J. Green, 35 points today in that win over St. Bonaventure. You know, we've seen him for years able to fill it up in bundles in the Valley.
Zeke Montgomery checked in, as well as Jason Kent for the Braves. Here is Montgomery. Steps into a three. That one's off the mark. Mast got the good angle on the rebound. Out to Hickman. Lob to Howell. Finds Mast underneath, who's left alone.
Yeah, great pass there by Howell again. What is that? His 6th assist for the game for Mikey Howell. He's doing a little bit of everything, running the offense at a high percentage here in the second half for BU.
Masic. Right, McLeish goes to Nenadic. He couldn't finish. Masic instead down low to Nenadic once again, and he scores off the glass. Good concentration by the big man. Hickman to bring it up for the Braves. They have to shoot it one more time.
Yeah, looking at the top performers for Bradley tonight, obviously Leon's our player of the game. Jashawn Henry, 15 points as well. And, you know, Rink Mass, a big confidence booster tonight, 11 points and 10 rebounds for Rink. So good to get him going. And overall, a great victory here for the Bradley Braves.
Crowd loves it. And it was easy to, with the defensive effort in the first half and the all-encompassing effort in that second half. They come away with a large margin of victory. 71-39 is the final. And, you know, you come to really expect Bradley to bring that defensive intensity, effort, and they've been holding their opponents to under 40% from the floor. They hold them to 29% in this ball game, just 2 of 16 from 3. They kept them off the line. And to your point, they hit shots they knew they could make, and they're going to be real proud of this effort today.
Real proud of it. Got back to the identity of Bradley basketball under Brian Wardle. Compete, defend, rebound. You see right there the field goal percentage. They keep Maine at 29%. The rebound margin was terrific, 44-21 for Bradley. They kind of controlled it, really. Maine, give them a lot of credit the first half. They stuck in the game. They were just down 6 at the break, but Bradley really kind of just took it to them in the second half. Promising 20 minutes for the Braves there to end the game, leading into their Missouri Valley Conference opener Wednesday night.
So that'll wrap it up from Carver Arena. For my partner Matt McLean and everyone on our Chef Tech production crew, I'm Brian Vito saying so long from Carver Arena, where the final today is again the Bradley Braves 71 and the Maine Black Bears 39. You're watching the Valley on ESPN.